Hello Aquarius and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. This is your monthly reading for November, and what a big month it is. We're moving from Scorpio season into Sagittarius season this month. We have a huge full moon, total lunar eclipse are happening on the 8th or the 9th of November, depending on where you are in the world. And this is going to be in the sign of Taurus at 16 degrees. And this is an eclipse. So as you know, we're in eclipse season, and eclipses bring change, or the potential for change anyway. And I feel like this is a North Node eclipse. So it really is where we're heading in our life in terms of our soul growth evolutionary, in terms of the new earth, in terms of our resources and how we're working with that, how we're connecting to our body and the food that we're eating. So it really, it can bring in change, both good and bad, but it ultimately is asking us to ask some bigger questions of the direction of our life and to really step out of some of the minutiae, like the small details that we might be focusing on in our life, and really look at the bigger purpose of what you're going through at this moment in time. What lessons is your soul going through? And look at this 5 of Acorns. I love this. Beautiful. This roar is just so amazing of this beautiful leopard. And it's like 5 of Acorns, challenge and growth coming through. So that's exactly what this eclipse energy does. It challenges you, and then it challenges you to grow. And in the end, the way you respond to that is really different for all of you, but you're going to come out with this soul expansion at some point with this eclipse energy. Each eclipse that occurs has that effect of just activating something that's ready to expand and grow within you. Whether you're ready or not, there may be resistance to that. So it's kind of interesting, but challenge and growth. So fantastic. Let's see what is shifting, changing. What energies are shifting and changing this month for Aquarius? And what I'm getting, Aquarius, is where you start at the beginning of the month and the place that you end at the end of the month is going to be very different, whether that's shown as like an internal shift or whether it's quite literally a physical shift. But the level of understanding of where you're at and where you're heading is going to really expand. So yeah, the 5 of Acorns is the 5 of Pentacles. So it is looking at money and resources. So for some of you, you're thinking about wanting to expand in terms of your money, your prosperity, your career. But it can just feel like something, it definitely has to do with the material realm, material resources, how that's working for you. So we have energy shifting, changing, Chariot, Moon, Cancer, Jupiter. I'm getting a lot of Jupiter, actually. A lot of Jupiter. I get this sort of internal expansion that is precipitating an external expansion, but there's a big processing on the inside and a deepening of the understanding. And the Chariot energy is, the energy that's shifting here with the Chariot is overcoming obstacles, overcoming challenges. So this is a really great month to be, whatever it is that the eclipse is potentially going to bring in something that is going to challenge you in some way, shape or form. And this is overcoming that, which is really fantastic. And it's bringing something into a focus. I feel like there could be a real exciting new focus coming through that feels successful. It feels energized. It feels like through sheer willpower, you're moving ahead. So fantastic energy to come through with the Chariot, bringing some energies onto the same page. So let's see what else is coming through for you, Aquarius. So Aquarius, just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all 3 of your placements because it gives you a more holistic view of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Aquarius. Just take what feels right and leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate, just put it to a side and take what feels right, because it is, it's all about possibilities, tarot. And so anything can be a possibility that comes in with this. But sometimes it's something that doesn't feel right for you. And this is, if it does really resonate, on the other hand, and you'd like to explore it deeper and further, there's an extended reading, and the link for that will be in the description box below, and we're going to look further into the future. And if you're interested in any of my services, the link for that is also in the description box below. So there, I've got my little blurb out of the way. Let's see what's coming through in terms of your monthly weather. What is coming in for Aquarius? I'm actually loving this energy. I feel like there's this real strength that comes through with this beautiful leopard and the chariot energy. They're very strong energy. It's like I'm really like stepping into my like primal reserves, and I'm just giving it all that I want, all that I can. So the Six of Cups. Okay, so energy from the past returning that you haven't been able to move on from. In comes the Taurus energy. So I think we're going to be dealing a lot of Taurus and Scorpio, and you're quite literally crowned by Taurus, but deep down you've got Scorpio happening because, you know, it is going to be happening in Scorpio season. They're opposite signs. The Ace of Swords in the recent past, the Page of Cups. So something surprising coming in the near future. Interesting. You're getting yourself into a better position. We've got the Lovers, the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Wands. I like it. Okay. Especially with the Chariot and Cancer energy, there's some energy to, especially around the home. You're going to notice this. With what it is that you truly desire, bringing in harmony within the home. Wow. Okay. Gosh, that's exciting. And then we've got the High Priestess coming through. Wow. Trust your intuition. The High Priestess is revealing a lot. A lot is coming in with this because we've got the Death card and the High Priestess. They trawl underneath the surface. The Death card is Scorpio, the Lord of the Underworld. And, it's birth, death, transformation. We're seeing, I'm kind of getting this sense that you're in a transformation phase of it, that, yes, the Death card represents major endings, and we're seeing the birth of the Ace of Pentacles. So it's kind of, quite amazing. You have the Six of Cups here. Okay, this is the past. This is, past returning. And the Six of Swords, quite literally, two sixes crossing each other. Something is out of harmony. The sixes represent wanting to bring harmony back. So the Six of Cups wanting to bring harmony within your emotions and your relationships and your relationship to the past, perhaps. And the Six of Swords is what's bringing harmony inside your mind, finding peace from some turbulence, something that's been kind of there, that's niggling underneath the surface. So quite literally something from the past. The Six of Swords is where you're wanting to transition and move on from that, and you haven't been able to move on from something that occurred in the past. So that's something that's come up to be trawled up and to be cleared out. In your conscious mind, we've got the Hierophant. This is the card of Taurus. This is the card of commitments, marriage, and religion as well, religious beliefs, higher beliefs. So it is, a lot going on with this Hierophant energy. What is your faith? What sort of faith and belief do you have in the world? And so that could be something that could be deeply questioned here. Deeply questioned. But if it's an energy from the past, maybe it was some kind of belief system that you were brought up with, religion, or however that's coming up, or maybe it's like to do with your relationship to commitments, personal commitments, and it could have been, a marriage, like we said. So there's a lot happening there in your conscious mind with the Hierophant energy. But, the Hierophant can often represent your higher self, your higher ideals, your higher belief systems. And I feel like that's something that's kind of being, in your conscious mind, it's something that's kind of come up to be looked at. Interestingly, we have, the Scorpio energy, deep down, the ending. This is Pluto, the god, like we said, the god of the underworld coming in. So deep down underneath there is a huge transition and big change. So whether your conscious mind is aware of it or not, spiritually, on a soul level, there is this big ending and transformation that's occurring. So it may just be that, it's mentally been hard to move on from it, but like I said, the Death card, you can't fight against it when it's in your life at this moment, and it's happening so deep at this moment in time. It shows you a truth to your belief systems, to what occurred in the past, to this commitment in the past, whatever that was. And your higher self and your shadow are having a big, big chat here about what it is that you're letting go of and transitioning from, that's like, feels like it's got a longer passage connected to it. So it's something that potentially you were born with, or something that came in pretty early into childhood. So it's something that's been around for a while, or it could have been like a long-term relationship and also you've known this person for a while. But anyway, so yes, I feel like there's this sense of a major transformation, quite amazing. In the recent past, you've got the Ace of Swords. So you've seen something very clearly. but it's kind of been hard to move on from it. There's a lot of information, clarity, new cycles of belief and thought that have come in, belief systems. Perhaps you've kind of just perceived there's a new perception that's come through. So yeah, interesting, but it's still processing it inside your mind, I would say. In the near future, we got this little Page of Cups. This is really cute. I like this coming in because it's like this little cheeky offer or cheeky message that comes in, where it's like, I see the universe is like, yeah, you're dealing with some big energies. Like, look at the major arcanas, the Hierophant, the Death card, and the High Priestess. Big cycles, big stuff that is shifting here, bigger picture stuff, like we said. But then we got this little Page of Cups coming in and going, hey, amongst all that intense energy that you're dealing with, I'm going to bring this little blessing in the near future, this little thing that could get you excited. There could be nervousness, but there's a sense of opening up to something new emotionally that could feel really interesting and good and surprising. So I feel like this could be a person that comes in or an opportunity that you're not expecting that just brings a smile to your face. It's kind of feels, I'm getting this sense of lifting of spirits, connecting you to joy and going, yeah, okay, maybe I can step into that and connect to that emotionally. So yeah, beautiful with the Page of Cups coming through. There's a lot coming in around traditions to do with marriage, relationships, commitments in relationships, and belief systems. So there is, belief systems, religions, what you were brought up with. The High Priestess is more esoteric, intuitive knowledge. The Hierophant is more traditional knowledge. And so there's a lot going on here. And then this little Page of Cups just takes you out of it, which is actually really nice. For some of you, this can be an apology coming in. Sometimes the Page of Cups is a message from your heart and can represent an apology. Not necessarily going to be for all of you, but it can be. But ultimately what it does want you to do is open up to new, fresh emotional experiences. So you are presenting as the Seven of Wands. This is you challenging yourself here, quite literally. You're challenging, leveraging yourself up. You're kind of a little bit like having to defend yourself, your opinions, your beliefs, potentially, but you're strong here. You are this leopard and you've got yourself into a better, stronger position to be able to defend your space or defend yourself in some way. Or speak up in some way, which is actually really great. So, and the energy around you is the Lovers card. So there's potentially like a soulmate energy around with all this kind of commitment energy. So maybe you've got, this could even be going back to like your parents, and were they married or were they committed or did they divorce, or are they in a non-conventional? Is it like convention versus non-conventional energy? And it's just a lot that you're processing here with the Lovers card would suggest that there is a choice around you at this moment in time around all of this, in particular soulmate energy. And I think the choice is clear, which is interesting. There's a clear choice because you've got the Ace of Swords. You kind of got the sense of I see what the choice is. So at least you've got the clarity around what it is. So let's look at the Page of Pentacles. But a relationship is being blessed here. So that's actually really nice as well with the Lovers card. Hopes and fears, we've got the Page of Pentacles, a lot of pages. So it's like wanting new energy, fresh energy, new opportunities to come through, especially when it comes to resources, money, home, health. So there's a lot of that coming through. The world is your oyster, wanting to start something new and feel like you can develop something new. And what it is as an outcome or potential outcome, as it's all potentials with the tarot, but the potential outcome that's coming out today is the Four of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles. This is fantastic. Very, very beautiful energy. So the Four of Wands, you can see that it is kind of strangely conventional. They're married and they're living together. There's the 1111, the soulmate energy. They're kind of happy. And it's this sense of there's a new cycle around relationships and commitment with relationships. That doesn't mean you have to get married. It might be that. It might be the opposite. It might be that you're thinking, yes, I'm more of an unconventional person. I'm breaking free of tradition in some way, but you're starting this new. There's this beautiful rebirth that's coming through. Now, for some of you, this means a new home. a new living situation or new energies coming in around the home. So perhaps you're inviting someone into your home, perhaps you're living together, or there's a new pet, or there's something new coming into the home, you're renovating the home. So there is a new energies coming in around the home, which is really lovely. So that's really nice with the Ace of Pentacles coming through. So or new energy coming in terms of relationships as well. So beautiful. So we have as the outcome the High Priestess, and that Ace of Pentacles is the blessing. That's the growth. That's the start of the new journey, the cycle that this eclipse energy that has been asking of you to step into. So it's really the blessings of this month is to start something new around that. And yeah, it can be really fantastic. So we've got the High Priestess coming in as an overall energy. When she comes in, it's kind of very Plutonian as well, because we've got the black pillar, the white pillar. Pluto's very black and white. It's like shows you the truth. And you've seen the truth here. And then it goes, what do you want to do with it? You've been shown the truth about all these things we've been talking about, belief, religion, marriage, traditions. What do you want to do about it? A lot is being revealed to you with the High Priestess. A lot is being unearthed. The High Priestess is like somebody's number one, the person that is loved the most. I love you the most. So who is this person, or who are you that person to somebody else? Or is that something that you're wanting to bring in? So it's all kind of this big, beautiful swirling of energy that's coming through. And ultimately the High Priestess is esoteric knowledge. It is intuition. So yeah, it's very much trust your intuition with all the messages that you're getting at this moment in time. So let's pull an affirmation card. This is the message the universe wants you to affirm to yourself. So let's see. The past is over. Okay, absolutely. This is a new day, one that I've never lived before. Beautiful. And that's kind of what we're seeing here with the Page of Cups, something new, and the Ace of Pentacles, new. I stay in the now and enjoy each and every moment. Beautiful. So I feel like it's going to feel really positive moving forward with this new cycle. At least the start of it is something that's going to feel right. So let's pull a charm. Let's pull a charm for you, Aquarius. And we have, yes, of course, we have the symbol of religion. Of course it is. But also, if you turn it around the other way, it's a symbol of peace. And interestingly, the Six of Swords represents peace as well. So you haven't potentially been able to make peace with something from the past. And we've been told the past is over. It is transitioning. It's transforming here. So it's interesting. Yes, I feel like it's just got so much to do with that. And it's very hanged man-y kind of energy. You know, it represents the cross, like what has been the burden, the cross that you have been carrying around with you. Where in your life can you empower yourself with your sense of faith and tradition and what all this means to you, and where can you step into your own sense of, this is mine, this is my belief, this is what it feels right for me, this is what feels right for me in love, relationships, big commitments. And so it is a very empowering energy. It's not the martyr. It's not martyrdom, where you're kind of the victim or sacrificing something. Perhaps it is like you are sacrificing something in order to move into a place of peace and turning something around, but quite literally turning something around so that there's the potential for that, so that you can bring in the peace and the independent energy. So lots happening in this one, Aquarius. Big shifts and changes coming through with the eclipse season. So I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We're going to see what's coming in the near future and the future beyond, because this Page of Cups could be a new relationship that's coming through, or it could be a new, fresh, it's a childlike energy. So it could be something new that refreshes a relationship, something new around the home. There's new cycles coming in. We're seeing the start of the cycle where it's feeling good. Let's let's see where it's going, because you are being challenged to grow here. So let's see where it's going in the near future and the future beyond. And yeah, see what's being kind of just, in the early stages. We're probably not going to go to the very end of this cycle, but in the early stages, what sort of things are going to be presented to you in terms of possibilities from the universe, energies that are showing up or people that are showing up. And yeah, we're just going to scratch under the surface and see what else is there that you need to know about, because with the Death card and the High Priestess, there highly likely is a lot of energy under the surface that's being unearthed. So we're going to get some clarification around that. And we're going to ask the best way to work with this energy to make it an easier transition, because eclipses can be challenging, and to get the best results, because you've got that beautiful Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands there. And that is also asking the question, what is it that you truly, deeply desire and want on a material level? So there's these big questions that are being asked here. So that's it. That's all in the extended reading. Love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. Usually pin the link to the comments as well. The link to my other services is in the description box below. And yeah, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, and take care, Aquarius.